Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Another video inside of Gary's Mod. Today we're checking out a map called Lonely Places. Now this map from the Steam Workshop page seems to indicate very strong liminal vibes. And I mean, starting in this room already, just look at this. The warm lighting coming out there through those windows. This tiny little room where we've spawned in. I mean, where even are we? Let's check through these doors real quick. Oh. I did not expect those to be doors we could open, but looks like we can already start exploring. Those sun rays just look so pretty. Oh god. Here we have water, and as always on this channel, we do have to wet our socks inside a Gary's Mod map. But, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, we're still in water. Where are we? Gosh, look how huge of a drop that was. Okay. Okay, now where have we ended up? 3 doors, 3 different directions we could get ambushed from. Let's start with the right side. Nope, that is locked. Okay, let's go down the middle. And that does open. Okay, we should check the left side though. Nope, that's locked too. Okay, that narrows down our choices, I guess. What's through here? And now we're just ascending deeper into this place. Oh. Never mind. Gosh, look at these stairs. It takes us down and then right back up. Completely pointless architecture, just a beautiful example of liminality. Oh my god, and opening this door opens that one. And just like that, we have transitioned from the indoors to the outdoors. Well, kind of. I mean, look at this place. It's walled us off in this little square enclosure, giving us that false sense of security that we're outside, that we can see the sky, a little bit of nature. But in reality, it's just a facade. We are still as much trapped as we were when we were in there. Completely surrounded by walls. We do have a lovely little pond here. Oh my. Can hear the birds chirping, almost gives us a few moments of relaxation in this place. Oh my god. Those are leaves. For a second I thought that was a weird shadowy figure standing around the corner. And a brick wall that goes into nothing. Yet again. Almost looks like we've entered some sort of botanical garden, maybe a flower shop. Except the whole place has been abandoned and almost like it was never meant to be here in the first place. And we just keep ascending upwards. This time we do have a door. Okay. Anyone around? Nope, just more of this warm orange hue coming in through the windows, even though there really isn't much out there. Not any sunlight, just a vast void. Gray and gloomy. This room's kind of giving vibes of Grandma's house. Just a nostalgic looking familiar place, but in a state you've never seen it. I've actually been to a few houses that were under construction before, and this is basically what they look like. And this washroom as well. Or I guess the foundation of one. Okay, I guess we can keep going up. And up we go. Gosh. Almost gets you used to the act of climbing the stairs as you're just going up here. You're not really expecting much, and then all of a sudden might throw something at you, catching you off guard. Okay, what's through here? Oh my god. Complete darkness, and now we're in what seems to be a shipping container. God. How odd is that? Why would this even exist? Completely illogical and absurd, but isn't that exactly the point of liminality? Let's keep going up. And... oh my god! A corpse hanging from the ceiling. Oh my god. It was standing on that chair before it dropped and hung to death. Honestly, I don't even know what's going on there. Almost looks like it was impaled. There's that shock factor I was talking about that we're gonna see as we're climbing up. There it is. All of a sudden, this seemingly relatively normal-looking apartment block or whatever this place is has turned into an active crime scene, I guess. And now it's a classroom. Oh my. Almost like a nightmare, a dream where you're just transitioning from one odd place to the next. With no logical connection between the two, just a sudden transition. A bookshelf in the back here. Windows with complete darkness outside of them, in contrast to what we saw before. And a magical doorway. What did that do? Oh my god. Okay, for a second I got... there we go. I was getting teleported and then walking back through it, but... where are we? Gosh, just this... you can almost make out the shapes of these buildings here, almost like a city, but... turned completely devoid of any color and life. All that remains are white silhouettes of what was once buildings and houses. That may be almost giving the shape of a church. Now there's just nothing. Almost reminds me of something like Tron, but instead of highly saturated colors, we just have black and white. This looks like two roads that just lead to nowhere. There's a tunnel there and one here. Let's try going through this way. Oh my god, and we've ended up in the city that was modeled after. Or at least I presume. Oh, we can go there. Okay, this way then. Oh my god. Just a very normal looking environment. Normal looking buildings, but when they're all stripped away of their color and shape, they just turn into white figures. White objects standing there with no meaning or complexity. What is happening here? This whole place is roofed off. Almost feels like there could be market stalls here. People trading stuff, just Something you'd expect to see in a place like this, but without any life, without any people, it's nothing but a liminal space, is it? Oh god, another dark tunnel with a door at the end. I don't even know how that door is being illuminated, but we can slightly make out its appearance in the dark tunnel here. Just that urge to turn around and make sure there's no one creeping up behind me. You know, I talk about this a lot in these maps, but can you imagine if that door was locked and I had to turn around and face the darkness that I came from? God, but some stains of blood on the floor here. I guess more so a pool of blood. Let's close this behind us. Another huge drop leading down into water. That's how we started this map. Let's make sure to check through here first. Oh my. A complete opposite of what we saw before. This time a very bright tunnel. Too bright for us to be able to make anything out at the end there. This again looks like something straight out of a dream where you can imagine someone chasing you here and you just keep running but can never outrun them. How in a dream you seem to slow down, you can't sprint anymore. And this transitions into another room here. I was expecting that to connect back almost, but I guess not really. We have another door here. This place is starting to feel an awful lot like a repeating maze. I sure hope that's not the case. Okay. I guess we'll leave all the doors open just so we have some idea of where we've been. I'm guessing that would be the exit that way, so let's try looking in this direction. And where have we been? We've been through here. Okay, we've seen all of this. And then what about at the end here? Gosh, now we can't see the other end that we actually came from. Okay, this just goes back to where we were, though. So I think we can continue. Go all the way down this hallway here. And through the door. Another one of these rooms. Makes you wonder the purpose of this place. We almost have like a drain down here. Come on, I'm struggling to reach the door. Okay, another tunnel. You know, with the way these windows have been barricaded off, I didn't even pay much attention to that. Almost like a death trap. You're never supposed to leave this place, never supposed to escape. Like a Saw film. You're caught in this death game and, well, you're either gonna live or you're gonna die, but you can't really ever escape. What's through this door? A ladder going up to a higher floor. Okay, let's climb the ladder. Reminds me of how in Voices of the Void, when you're climbing those ladders, you can't really look much around you. Going up to that radio tower and, well, you have no clue who could be standing at the top or perhaps looking down at you from up there. Well, let's take another ladder. Oh, this one's gonna be hard to get onto. There we go. And where are we now? We have to crawl through here, don't we? Okay. Here we go. Let's crawl beneath this. There's like metal railing above us. Oh my god. I love how this map is putting us in a position where we're barely able to do anything. crouched and on the floor. Let's get up. And once again, we see the outdoors. Sunshine and a nice pretty sky. Oh my. Once again, the liminal effect in full force as we go from a tight, cramped space into an open one. But once again, do notice how there's walls all around us. We're still not really out in the open, are we? Still very much where whoever designed this place wants us to be. Oh my god. More of these weird houses, almost too default, too stereotypical to be a normal house. Those windows so high up that it just wouldn't make any sense, because if that's 2 floors, then each floor would only be about head height. And if that's 1 floor, why would the windows ever be that high up? Looks like we have some large tanks here, maybe water tanks, or looks more like a factory of some sort. I wonder if you could maybe somehow get up to that ladder. It doesn't really look like it. You can kind of see up in there a little bit. This tree stump has fallen over. There's more views of this factory and the overgrowth and vegetation on that pipe there. In fact, now that I think about it, basically everywhere. On that bridge, on that train. This place has clearly been long abandoned. Okay, wait, I do want to explore around this area a little bit here, make sure I don't miss anything. Is there any way for us to get up there? I really don't think so. No. We cannot get up there. Okay. What's over this way then? Huh. We have a parking garage? Makes you wonder how long this truck has been here. Clearly doesn't have anyone inside. We can't open the doors. Kind of looks like maybe this place was... Kind of maybe makes you feel that there were people working here for a long time and then some event forced them all to leave in a rush. So quickly that they couldn't even open the garage and park their truck inside. No, they just had to get out of there. Perhaps even make a run for it. And since then, this place has been long abandoned. Allowing the vegetation and plant life to make this place home. And the train as well, just perhaps abandoned in an instant. Can we get up to the train in any way? I can't really see a path up there. Oh! And we're back here. Oh wow, we can teleport through it, okay. Back in this little town. Now, there is another door here. Okay. Down the dark tunnel we go. Gosh, this isn't even stairs, it's just a slope going down. The impossibly high ceilings and our very last look at the door that we're entering from. We don't know if we'll be back there. And another ladder. Oh my god, I don't like this. I do not like that. Oh my. Look how high up this place goes. We can't even shine our flashlight to the top. Those support beams there just being about as far as we can see. And the fact that water has been collecting down here, that makes you think if maybe this was open to the sky at some point, allowing water to seep in and collect in this puddle. Another one of these brick structures. Looks like it was maybe divided into segments at one point before the wall in the middle just completely vanished. And where does this go? Tell you what, let's go down here. Now we're just going deeper and deeper in this place. Complete darkness except the faint blue glow down this tunnel and these little switches here just being our only source of light, and that's a corpse again. Gosh, I didn't even notice that from far away. All these screens here makes you wonder if this was some sort of secret base. Maybe some high-tech research facility with all this equipment and then something went wrong. Everyone had to flee the place. Oh my. Oh my god. A car stuck upside down through the wall? And then this body seems like it was shot out of the car and splatted against the wall there. How could any of this ever happen? It doesn't seem like a natural disaster occurred here, but something supernatural, something absurd. Now I remember this place. We have seen a liminal space almost exactly like this in, I think it was GM Places from Your Dreams. Orange walls and a bumpy floor of grass. Artificial grass. Let's check this way first. Some more metal beams. What is this? Oh my. What are you doing? Why are you here? I guess we'll never know. Okay. And all of a sudden we're in what seems like an office complex. A completely normal transitioning area. Maybe even kind of reminiscent of a waiting lounge in a dentist's office. This, though, is the perfect example of liminal space. Two doors signifying a transitional place, not somewhere you stay permanently, and then a couch as you sit there and wait. Wait for what? We don't know. You know, liminal spaces work so well in terms of the context they provide. Giving you only hints at a time of what the place is about. Tell you what, let's come back here. Never giving you the whole picture of the entire place. Oh my god, and we're back where we started. That is so cool. We have managed to loop around all the way back to the start of the map. Okay, let's try going this way then. And about that office complex. This looks like almost like a stage, but right next to it is normal looking cubicles. Almost like the Office and the Truman Show had a crossover. Maybe this office is supposed to be your entire fake reality. You think you're working for something, working towards something, but ultimately it's all for nothing. As you're watched from up there behind those those fences. I'm realizing that is basically how every single job works, and I've just described normal employment. What's through here? Once again, we're in what seems to be the outdoors. This looks very similar to some of the environments in Cry of Fear. Oh my god, yeah. When you're running away from those enemies, just as they chase you down through the alleyways of the city. This is very, very similar. Just more twists and turns in this place. At least the streets are reasonably wide, not very narrow and claustrophobic like they could be. Well, right as I say that, here we are, peak claustrophobia. Oh, of course, right as I say that, they become unbelievably narrow. You could barely stretch your shoulders in here. Oh my god. This would not be fun if you had claustrophobia. Gosh, and the subtle red hue to the place, giving it an entirely ominous feel. And this connects back to that grassy area we saw before. Okay, what about this way? Another tiny crawl space. And where have we ended up? This almost looks like a stage, but this would be a very narrow stage. I can imagine falling off here very easily. No seating, no audience, nothing. Let's go backstage, I guess. And once again, darkness with a pool of water. It's almost like this map is bringing back themes that it started with. A recurring nightmare. Oh my god. This is not a fun climb up. We can't see anything. And we're back here. The little drop I chose to avoid. Okay, wait. So what else did we miss then? Let's go back through here. Through this tunnel. And we're back here. That is so cool. I always love when these Garry's Mod maps find an incredible way to connect the areas back. It just makes it so much more immersive. Okay, where have we not been in this place? I think we've seen all the way in that direction. Let's try going here. And then, yeah, we've been through this door as well, haven't we? Right here, we have. Cool. What else? Oh! And we've been teleported. Oh, god. We're in a much larger city now. Completely different architecture, different buildings. But just as abandoned. Cars broken down. And that area there with flickering lights. Clearly a sign for us to approach it. It's trying to lure us in there, but of course we're going to try to explore the rest of the place first. This little structure here, and an oversized soda can, wow. You know what, I could take that. Never mind. No soda can for us. What's over here? How far does it let us go? Okay, not very far. Well, there's only one way left to go, isn't there? Huh. This looks very welcoming. Oh. Oh, there's a crawl space, okay. Here we go again. Oh my god. The ceiling on this one is so low. You can almost feel your hair brushing across it as you crawl through here. Okay, and then a turn. 2 chairs and a table. What is this? A cursed version of a classroom? And yet again, I've just described a normal classroom. Oh my. A very, very long flight of stairs. Completely engulfed in darkness. Okay. Oh my god. You can almost feel sick just looking down there from how high up you are. Oh wow. And once again, the lighting is back to being really warm. This time a little bit harsh though, just being bright yellow. All these street lamps look so out of place. They're basically where you're walking instead of being on the side. Oh my god, I almost missed this door here. Okay, wait, what's in this direction first? Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. That is the first scare this game throws at you. A corpse falling from the infinite ceiling. Okay. Now that my heart is a little bit back to normal, let's continue. Oh my god, that was not fun. Oh. We've been teleported yet again. Hold up, I did not finish exploring that place. Tell you what, that's okay. Let's explore this place then. God, more of these, what seems like apartments, but almost in ancient times. These palm trees giving vibes of an entirely different region of the world. Maybe somewhere more Mediterranean? The birds still chirping, and yeah, the Arabic text as well. Very interesting. Oh my god, that is so cool. The map has just changed architecture style. The map has just changed its style of architecture so quickly into something completely different. Look at these little market stalls here. Oh my god. Okay. Another one of these gates we can cross. And then a door here. Wow. This entire time we've been this close to this place. We've just managed to loop back by walking through a single door. Instead of going here at the start, had we gone there, this is where we would end up. I just love the way this map loops. It is so well done. Oh, and I almost completely missed this car here. Spider-Man style climbing up this wall. Okay, doors. And now where are we? Almost feels like a town hall. Maybe a courthouse? Obviously completely devoid of any furniture or anything going on. Hold up. This looks completely different. Gosh, all these saturated lights. Seems like a bar. Wait, there's buttons here. What happens if we press you? Maybe we're not able to press these in VR? I'm really not sure. Let's keep looking around, I guess. Another hallway, and Yep, back to darkness. Oh my god. Oh my god. This might be one of the most incredible sights I've seen in Gary's mod map. Well, it looks like the entire infrastructure of a city below us. A bird's eye view. Not even a bird's eye view. This almost looks like a view from space. That is beautiful. We can even see all the clouds just drifting across it. Now that I think about it, that seems like impossibly high speeds. Wow. Oh. And there's a glass floor. We can't even jump down here. That is unbelievable. And we're back here. Back in this black and white horrific place. Devoid of any life or organization. Well, I guess we go the middle way this time. Where do you go? Oh my god. Oh my god, there's fire crackling outside. What is going on here? Oh my god, can we get out in any way? Seems to be a kitchen here. Some washrooms. How do we get out there? The entire place just burning down before our eyes. Oh, of course we're not gonna get jump scared by one of the toilet stalls, are we? Don't do it. Okay. We survived the toilet stalls, but there is the female washroom. Don't do it. Do not do it. Okay. Seems like we're fine. One day one of these maps is gonna have a jump scare in the toilets, I'm telling you. And once again, we're in a dark and cramped tunnel. Seemingly with walls made of nothing but stone. Just rocks. Almost feels like a cave, just dug out in this perfect shape here. Oh, we're supposed to crouch here. Okay. Here we go. Are we at the top? Another doorway. And the end of the tunnel. And we're back here. Oh, this time we're behind the gate, though. And that's interesting. Another bright, bright hallway. Yeah, I was gonna mention how quickly this map changes its lighting, going from incredibly bright to incredibly dark immediately. And that works so well in Gary's mod with its weird lighting engine. Oh, why did I jump in that? Gosh. That is disgusting. That is a new law of wetting our socks on this channel. All these rooms just again so nostalgic, but completely illogical at the same time. And once again, we have fallen down here. Just how we started. Okay, I've come back here because there is a place here we did not explore, and that was through this door. Okay, let's take a look. Oh. And of course, just like any liminal map, we are now in the pool rooms. Oh my. These walls here, giving the same texture as any pool that you might have been in, but now that covers every surface you can see. And does this connect back to this office here? It seems like it does. Although maybe a different section of it? I'm really not sure. And where does this go? Another ladder. We have climbed so many of these on this map. Oh my! Where are we? Once again in that Middle Eastern looking place, but in a much more expansive version of it. It's similar to how first we were in that tight, cramped city area, and then we went to a much larger city area. Just like that, we were in a small Arabic market, but now we're in what seems like an entire town. Even a mosque here. Wow. Just a complete change in the environment as well, from grass to sand. Every single environment in this game in this map has been done so well. And are we stuck here, or is there any way out of here? So far, every other place has seemed to connect back to some other part of the map, but this just doesn't seem to go anywhere except for the well. Yeah, we're just stuck here. Okay, if we come back to this spot here, in this dark little cave or whatnot, we went down there, but we haven't explored this direction yet. Oh my god, and speaking of different environments, we're now in a snowy one. This pickup truck filled with snow. And another gate we can cross. Even a snowman, gosh. This map has every single kind of environment. Oh, and an invisible wall right here. Okay, so now just no-clipped around the map a bunch, and from what I can tell, that is pretty much it for this map. But oh my god, this has been phenomenal. All the environments have been so well made, and every place just connected together so well. This map is such a classic example of liminal spaces, and I just love seeing that in Gary's mod. But that is going to be pretty much it for this video. If you all enjoyed, do consider leaving a like, and inshallah I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.